Good morning, my 4K friends. It's your teacher, Mrs. Wixom again. So excited to see you. And today is a remote learning day, and I wanted to read a book to you about counting, because in 4K we use our math brains to count lots of things. And this book is called Count. And if you notice, it has a very colorful animal on the front. We're going to be counting animals. And then you will create your own counting book. So first, let's read a book called Count by Denise Fleming. That's who created this book. They're the author. This person also illustrated the book. That's who made the pictures. Remember to do a body check for Mrs. Wixom while she's reading. We have our eyes watching, our ears listening, mouths are quiet, our hands are to ourselves, and we always have a caring heart, especially when we wear our masks up. This is called Count. Hello, Gnu. One GNU. Here's the number 1, and there's one animal on the page. 2 zebras. Jump, zebras. Here's the number 2, and there's 2 zebras. Pay close attention to that pattern because you will be using it. 3 crocodiles. No crocodiles. 1, 2, 3 crocodiles eating our squares. 4 kangaroos. Bounce, kangaroos. Here's the number 4, and we have 1, 2, 3. Look closely. There's a baby. 4 kangaroos. 5 giraffes. Here's the number 5, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stretching giraffes. You can stretch your neck like a giraffe. The number 5. 6 cranes. We have cranes in Wisconsin. Here's the number 6, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look, a baby crane. 6 cranes. I also noticed that on every page there's squares that are counting our number as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 worms. Oh, when it was raining the other day, I saw lots of worms on the ground. Here's the number 7, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wiggly worms. Wiggle like a worm. Number 8. 8 toucans. Share, toucans. We use our caring hearts and share in school too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope you're counting with me, my smart friends. 9 fish. Swim, fish. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a big daddy fish makes 9. Here's our 9 rectangles. And finally, 10. 10 lizards. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the leader makes 10. Line up, lizards. We line up in school too. Let's count again. Start all over. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good counting, my friends. 10 lizards. And we can also do something called skip counting with your almost kindergarten brains. You can count by tens. Let's see. This is how we count by tens. 10, 20 butterflies, 30 snails. It's going up by 10, making big 10 jumps each time. 40 frogs, leapfrogs. 50 bees. It's going up by tens. Let's count again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now you can try to skip count with your almost kindergarten brains. Look at the numbers. It says 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I'm noticing a pattern. There's lots of patterns in numbers and in math. Our number in the front, this is called the tens place. Our number in the front goes up by 1. It counts up by 1 to 5. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many patterns in math and in the world. Let's see if you can find some patterns all around your house or at daycare, wherever you are, or sometimes even out in the wild. There's patterns like the wild animals we saw in our counting book. Now, my friends, we practice counting. Now we're going to create a book to show our counting. You get to be the illustrator or the one who creates the pictures for your book. So you have your number book. It says, I count 1, 2, 3. Let's get closer so you can take a look. So we always read our book with the open side this way. This is called the spine of our book so that we can turn the page and read our book. This says, I can count 1, 2, 3, and you're the illustrator. So try your best to write your name at the bottom so that everyone knows who illustrated your book. If you don't know how to write your name, that's okay. You try your best and write what you know. We always start our letters at the top, and I know how to write my whole name, so I'm going to write my whole name to show that I illustrated or created the pictures for my book. And then we turn our counting page to the number 1. This is the word 1, and this is the number 1. I'm going to start illustrating my book by tracing the number. We always start our writing at the top, and we pull our marker down. You can use a marker, you can use a crayon, or even a pencil. Now that we wrote the number 1, just like in a book, in our book, we need to draw one thing. It can be an animal, it can be a shape. I am going to draw a circle. And how many circles do I draw on my number 1 page? 1. And then I turn the page. And now I have the number 2 and the word 2. First, I need to trace my number 2. And then I need to draw 2 things. Mrs. Wixom is drawing 2 circles. 1, 2. And then I turn the page, just like in our books. I have the number 3. You can show 3 with your fingers. You can show 3 with the numbers. And you can show 3 with a word. This is how you spell 3. Start by tracing your number 3. Stay on that track. And then we draw 3 things. 1, 2, 3 circles. You can draw whatever you want as long as there's how many? 3. We want the pictures to match the numbers. Now we have number 4. 4 fingers. Here's the number 4 and the word 4. We start our writing at the top. Down and over. Down once more. That's the way we make a 4. Now we have to draw a picture to match the number. How many will we draw, friends? 4 to match our number. 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. And the last page, we are counting to 5. 5 fingers. Here's the number 5 and the word 5. We can show 5 in lots of different ways. We try to trace and stay on that line, our number 5. And then we need to draw a picture to show the number 5 again. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I ran out of room. I can go underneath. Look for some space. 4, 5. We drew an illustration to match our words and our number. That is 5. And then we close our book. Make sure your name is on it. And then you can read your book and practice counting. You illustrated this book. And I am so proud of you, friends, for counting with me and following our directions for our book. Now I want you to practice reading those numbers and your story in your counting book. You have lots of other work to do on paper, and if you do that, I would love to see your hard work. And if you're reading your book, show me those pictures too. I'm excited to see, friends. I'm so proud of you. I'm celebrating you. Kiss your brain for me. One more time. Kiss your brain and make sure that you are so proud of your hard work too. I'll see you next time, friends.